The moment you need approval, you lose control. You don't want peace. You want agreement. And that craving is silently running your life. I've seen strong men become hesitant. Capable men become defensive. Not because they were weak, but because they cared too much about what people thought. From a Stoic perspective, public opinion is not feedback. It's a psychological trap. We live in a world where everyone is watching, scrolling, judging, comparing. You post something. You wait for the reaction. You check the numbers. You feel a shift in your mood. That's not connection. That's conditioning. Approval addiction trains you to outsource your self-worth. Social comparison trains you to measure your life against highlights, not reality. And slowly, you stop acting from principle and start performing for validation. I've noticed this in my own life. The moment I explained myself too much, I wasn't being clear. I was being insecure. The Stoics were very precise about this. Epictetus taught that other people's opinions are externals, outside your control, and therefore not your responsibility. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, I do not need them to understand me. From a Stoic lens, seeking approval is not politeness, it's dependence. And dependence always comes with fear. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If your actions are aligned with your values, you don't owe explanations. Explaining yourself too much is often a signal, not of clarity, but of self-doubt. Stoics didn't argue with every critic. They didn't correct every misunderstanding. They didn't chase reputation. Why? Because reputation lives in other people's minds. And Stoics refused to live there. Modern culture mistakes silence for submission. Stoicism says the opposite. Silence is restraint. Silence is discipline. Silence is the ability to pause instead of react. I've learned this the hard way. Every time I reacted emotionally to public opinion, I felt drained afterward. But when I stayed silent, not passive, just composed, I kept my energy. I kept my clarity. Silence isn't avoidance. It's selective engagement. Think about this for a second. A man who argues online all day seems loud, but he's not powerful. Now, picture a man who moves quietly, executes consistently, and speaks only when it's absolutely necessary. He doesn't need to convince anyone of his worth. His life does all the talking for him. From a Stoic perspective, your consistency is your best explanation. Let's break this down into 4 simple rules for a stronger life. Rule number 1. Stop explaining decisions you've already made. If a choice aligns with your core values, let any discomfort just exist. You don't need anyone's permission to live your life. Rule number 2. Observe opinions. Don't absorb them. Look, feedback is useful. It can help you adjust your behavior, but it should never, ever define your identity. You know who you are. Rule number 3. Replace comparison with your own standards. The only person you should ever compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Focus on your own level of discipline and how you can improve it. And finally, rule number 4. Pause before you react. When something happens, take a breath and ask yourself, is this truly worth my energy? Or is this just my ego trying to get involved? Let your actions speak louder than your words. Here's the shift that changes everything. You are not here to be understood. You are here to be grounded. Stoicism is not emotional suppression. It's emotional regulation. You still feel. You just don't obey every impulse. Public opinion will always be loud. That's not the problem. The problem is letting it sit in the driver's seat. From a Stoic perspective, control begins the moment you stop explaining yourself. Move with intention. Speak with purpose. Let silence carry weight. If this helped you regain clarity, subscribe for more Stoic tools for self-mastery. Not motivation, not noise, just control.